Hello champions and future champions, hello Chessmood family, welcome to the daily lesson. The position is from the game Aronin-Kholmov, played around 60 years ago, but a very instructive one. Before we go ahead, I offer you to pause the video, evaluate the position and find the move, find the plan for black. Okay, let's start with the evaluating of the position. The material is equal, pawns are equal, no any pawns are exchanged. So the position is closed, and in closed position, when the center is closed, it's important to try to create activity in one of the sides of the board. And here, as we can see, black is ready already to play f5. And now if it does it immediately, of course it's okay, it's fine move. However, let's ask ourselves a question. What if we prepare f5? Let's say we play here rook g8, we play rook f8, and then we play f5. So our rook on a8 came to g8, and in future with g5 the rook on g8 might be more useful than it was on a8. So let's ask ourselves a question, what is going to do white? It's clear to notice that white cannot play f4, they cannot organize this move. We have here two pieces controlling the f4 move, and also white should move this knight on f3, prepare some g3, rook f1, f4, so it's a long story. We'll play f5 much faster. Now let's see on the other side of the board. We can notice that white is going to play before the next move. They are going to open the b line, putting pressure on b7 pawn. If we take here c4, after rook b4, next white is going to play queen b3, rook b1 and attack the b7. After a b4 move, if we don't touch, anyway, white can take bc5, dc5, the b line is open, it's coming unpleasant pressure on b7, and also one more thing happened. In the previous move, if white plays here a knight d5, after knight d5, ed5 or cd5, they don't have any postpone here. However, after b4, when this b4 and d6 pawns will be exchanged, then after knight d5, if we take knight d5, white can take ed5 or cd5, and in both cases, white will have a very strong connected postpone. Also, the b7 pawn will be weak, and white will know what they will do on their next moves. What did here Kholmov in the game? Instead of playing here f5 and allowing white to play b4 and then go and see who is faster, black in the king side or white in the queen side, Kholmov played here a5. He's not allowing white to play b4, and with this he's killing all white's plan. The only downside of a5 move is that black is weakening the b5 square. However, weakening the central squares are much more important than the corner squares, and when white occupied this b5 square, it's not very clear what is going to do here white. Most importantly, white doesn't have counterplay with d4, because here we have two pawns controlling the d4 square, and also white cannot play b4 because we have two pawns controlling b4. And now what is happening after a5? White cannot do anything, then just sit and wait and try to meet our attack in the king side. So now it's only one-way game. Black is going to put pressure on the king side and white should defend. The game continued queen b3, f5, queen b5. White tries to exchange the queens. What do you think? Should we exchange the queens or not? Okay, black should not, because they need queens in the attack. Was played knight c6, knight d5. White wants to play knight b6 and win an exchange, queen g7. Queen on g7 is going to do good job. By the way, whenever white takes ef5, black is going to take it with a pawn. Black pawns controls the central square, and next is gonna be rook g8, and black is going to put pressure with the g line. So after knight d5, queen g7, queen is doing great here. In the game was played queen b6, with idea now knight c7 attacking the rook and then playing knight e6, trying to win the exchange, but simple move rook f7. Actually, this is a multifunctional move. Black didn't allow white to play knight c7, and at the same time with rook f7 they are preparing next moves to play rook a f8, doubling the rooks on the f line, and then it's coming g5, g4, and white could not do anything on the queen side while black starts attack on the king side. Black has a big advantage, and later Kholmov organized a strong attack on the king side and won the game. So champions, today's lesson. if the center is closed and you are strong in one of the sides of the board, as in this case, here black was stronger on the king side because they can play f5, white cannot play f4, it is very smart to ask ourselves a question: can we stop opponent's plan and then play on our side where we are strong? In this case, a5 was a very strong move, not allowing white to play b4 and then f5. By the way, if instead of a5 move, black decided to play knight c6 with the same purpose, not allow white to play b4 and as themselves play f5 next, then white could play knight d5. It's coming knight f6 check, after which white is going to win the queen, and if we go here f5, controlling the f6 square with the rook, then knight d5 already supports the b4 move. That's why here Kholmov decided instead of knight c6 to play a5. Sacrifice the b5 square, but totally kill white's counterplay in the king side, and then play f5 and start attack on the king side. At the end of today's lesson, to kill opponent's counterplay on one side of the board and then go where we are strong, I am going to offer you a position to think about. Here is white to move, what to play. You can put your answers in the comments section. GM Avetik was with you, and thank you. I appreciate very much your support. When you subscribe to our channel, when you like the video, or when you share it with your friends. See you during the next daily lessons.